My name's Leslie Morris, and unlike last week's episode, this one will actually feature B-movie news. Now, my first story has left me speechless, so I'm going to read parts of the press release and interject when needed. Vivid to release Chyna in Queen of the Ring, a pro wrestling parody starring former champion Chyna in her own Royal Rumble. Chyna, of course, being a very popular and overly masculine female wrestler from the late 90s. In Queen of the Ring, she is let loose in a hardcore movie that parodies such icons of the sport such as Triple H, who was her ex-boyfriend, Hulk Hogan, The Rock, and Ric Flair. Ric Flair is in his 60s and looks like a fried chicken. No one wants to see that. And you know what? His career is going so poorly, he'll probably be doing porn soon as well. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret Hart, not Bret Hart, he's my childhood hero. The Iron Sheik, Doink the Clown, John Cena, Mean Gene Okerlund, and Vince and Stephanie McMahon. This movie made me feel sexy and wanted, said Chyna. I'm glad it was a long shoot because I was totally turned on and having so much fun with a lot of guys. I think adult movie fans will go crazy over it. I used to dream about being a movie star. I didn't expect to be making adult movies. Well, not many people do, honey. Because I felt insecure compared to all the other beautiful women in the industry. Vivid has given me a life-changing opportunity to be glamorous, that's debatable, and sensual, and I'm delighted with it. Now, I have no problem with the porn industry per se, but it does seem like an industry in which the performers have to be very mentally tough in order to survive. And I just don't think Chyna is that person because she's had a history of substance abuse issues and she seems a little bit unstable. While I'm glad she's getting positive things from it, I just hope it's not going to destroy her in the long run. I'm actually a big fan of Chyna, and being a fan, I'm a little bit sad that her legacy might be that of a porn star and not one of the greatest female wrestlers of all time. This film was made for guys like me, and you know what? I just don't want to watch it. Now for a film that's slightly less painful but probably more sacrilegious. Warner Brothers are about to release a direct-to-DVD sequel of A Christmas Story. Now, pause me, check out the trailer, come back and we'll talk. The link will be somewhere. The link's either there or there. Go watch it. And you're back, and you know what? It didn't look too bad. Of course, there's no way it could be as good as the original, but it looks like it's in keeping with it. Hopefully the film will have a lot of loving nods to the original and just won't be a total rehash of it. Oddly enough, here in Australia, this film isn't all that popular. Down here, we get the impression that this film gets played 24/7 on every channel in the US over the month of December. I don't know if that's true enough, but that's what we think. Up next, we have the trailer for Pegasus vs. Chimera. I think I pronounced Chimera correctly this week. Anyway, the trailer's now online. As this film was made under the title of The Blood of Pegasus, I got a feeling that the Pegasus and Chimera probably aren't going to fight each other. I think at the very best the hero will probably ride the Pegasus while fighting the Chimera, and you know, it might be for the it might be for the best, because Pegasuses aren't really known for their mad fighting skills. Even if they did have a fight, it would probably look a little silly, which, now I think about it, isn't a bad thing. So that's airing on the Syfy channel, and after that, they're showing Aladdin and the Death Lamp. There's no trailer for this film yet, but there is a preview. I'm kind of shocked that no one has tried to exploit this character before this. There's also a new live-action Sinbad TV show, and I'm kind of hoping somebody will make Aladdin versus Sinbad. And you know what? I found the best way to get me excited about films is by having the words versus or war in the title. Anyway, so what we're talking about, we're talking about Sinbad fighting Aladdin in this fictitious movie I've created in my head. Who do you think will win, and which two public domain characters do you think should fight each other? Tell me in the comments. And lastly, the trailer for Birdemic 2, The Resurrection, has hit the interwebs. And you know what? It looks as unintentionally funny as the first film. This is partly due to the fact that the director, James Nugent, is still under the impression that he's making art. I don't know when it's being released, but hopefully it's soon. So, in the world of Leslie, I've had a ton of really good news this week, but I'm not going to share it quite yet because I kind of want to know that this stuff is actually got to go ahead before I share it. I've told a couple of you guys, but not everyone. But I can tell you about something I'm doing in mid-October. Me and my friend Estelle are doing an audio commentary for the movie Blood Rain, and we're doing it with our hero Uber Boll. We haven't got a date yet, but we're thinking it's probably going to be about October 15-ish. Now, we want to turn this audio commentary into a drinking game, and we want to turn it into a live YouTube event so you guys can join us, get drunk, and ask a lot of questions. More details when I know them. So I've had a super busy week, and I haven't had a chance to review anything. I've been working on an audio documentary for the movie Hundra. I think it's turned out really, really well, and I'm just going to spend the next couple of days tweaking it. It will be up on the Monster Pictures website on Thursday, so no doubt I'll give you the link for it next week. And hopefully I'll have time this week to review something. So, to end with, we're going to have some linky links. Mr. Ripley has done a review of Dario Argento's Creepers, aka Phenomena. It's really good, check it out. And my buddy David Sterling has put up some new vlogs. Me and him, we're going to start doing joint vlogs, and they'll probably be up in a few weeks' time. So if you find any cool reviews or trailers for upcoming films, please feel free to post them on the B Movie News page, which is bmovienews. It's facebook.com/bmovienews. That's it for me, and I'll see you guys next Monday.